Hey guys, Steve here with Scotching Things, and it is time for my 1 month EDC update and review on the Strider SnG. And this is the Tanto version with Tiger Stripe in PSF 27. It's still, this one, my other one, I can see, there you go. This one's breaking in a little slower, even for how much I've used it, but I can flick it out now. And I say review, guys, I'm not a reviewer. I'm just giving you my opinions after carrying this thing for a month. And the Strider, I think you either love it or hate it. I think there's people who want to try it, and I think everyone should try a Strider. I had one over a year ago, and I fell in love with it. It was a knife that I had wanted and chased for a long time. It was kind of that first knife I knew about that was kind of a higher end knife, and kind of always lusted after one. And when I got one, I loved it, but then I didn't carry it for a while, so I decided to sell it. I just love the burnt titanium lock bar side. I love his Tanto blades. They're just beefy, and I think the Tiger Stripe is cool. Yeah, it's a military tactical folder, but as an EDC knife, it's been fantastic. I've got the bigger brother, the SMF, but I think everyone should try one because ergonomically, they are just some of the best comfortable knives you'll ever get your hands on. That's my opinion. I think if you try one, though, you can't argue that the ergonomics for this thing are just amazing. You know, if you get the Tiger Stripe blade, you're gonna have to do some more blade maintenance, I believe, than you would with other knives or even any of his tumbled finishes. Just because the way the Tiger striping's done, it kind of leaves the blade open to more corrosion, and I'm fine with that. I like the look of it, but these knives are tanks, and just like the Hinder or Chris Reeve, it's part of the original trilogy, and for a reason. It's at a price point that, yeah, it's expensive, but in today's kind of knife world, when you're looking at a higher end knife, it stayed pretty much the same price for a long time. And again, you know, and there's a lot of options out there, but when you can still get this for, they do drops, you know, normal SNGs go for about $4.95. You can always find them on the secondary market, but you're going to pay a little bit more money for them. They're harder to get because they do make them in such small batches, and when they do the drops, they are gone in minutes. Watch their Instagram page. That's where they seem to announce them, and they used to kind of, recently in the last couple months, I think they're trying to give more people the option to get them, because they used to give you a lot more notice when the drop was coming, and so I think people will just wait, sit around and snatch them all up. Now they're just kind of dropping them, and they'll just, on Instagram, they'll just put up the picture and say go. So unless you're paying attention, so the drops have stuck around, I've noticed, a little bit longer than in past. So I think more people are being able to get their hands on one for the first time, because it seems like the same bunch of people just keep buying them and buying them and buying them. This has made me want to, maybe someday, I would love to get one of his Nightmare Grinds, guys, a custom. So maybe someday, not anytime soon. But as an EDC knife, it's been great. This, don't get me wrong, this is, you can definitely EDC this, but this is a hard use knife, guys, and don't be afraid to use it hard. I've got a video coming up for my SMF. I've been using that at work, and that thing has been taking a beating and still going strong. This one, quick story, he doesn't sharpen the on his Tantos, they're not very sharp up here because, you know, they're made for, he wants them, it's like a scraping tool, you know, you can scrape and get in there. Well, quick story, we went over to one of our rentals and I forgot we had bought a new air filter for one of the lawnmowers. Well, I went to put it in, I didn't have a screwdriver because I just completely forgot. But I had my Strider on me, and first I started using the back of the spine, and it was just too thick to get in there. So I said, screw it, and just use the tip and the Tanto part, and used it like a screwdriver. Didn't hurt it at all. So, yeah, don't be afraid to use your knives. Some knives are more overbuilt than others, you know. Some knives are more of a hard use folder than other knives. Just be aware of that. Yeah, you can pry with this. You can do a lot of things with this that other knives can't do. It's just that good of a knife, guys. And like I said, some people love them, some people hate them, some people are indifferent. But if you're looking for a really robust, hard use knife, you cannot go wrong with a Strider. You just can't, and I absolutely love it. And this one I will not be getting rid of. I've actually been on the Facebook pages quite a bit. They do a buy sell trade in the Strider group, and I'm actually looking for more. That's how much I really like these knives. But if you're patient, you know, you're gonna pay a premium unless you get a really beat on user. You can find some good deals on them, but if you're patient, you can get one in the drop. So that's how I got this. That's how I got my SMF and my previous SNG. So if you're looking for one, my only advice is follow them on Instagram to get notified or to be aware when the drops are going to come. And I promise you, you won't be disappointed, guys. It's not a super fidgety knife, even though you can flick it out once you break them in. You know, this one had a ton of lock stick when I got it, and you just break it in and it is smooth as can be now. They're tanks, guys. And it's kind of, trying to think of the right word. It's, you know, it's not very polished. It's like a Bruiser, you know. It's not fancy. It's not, you know, a super yeah, there's fancier versions. His customs get pretty crazy, but the base, you know, SNG, be it, you know, the aluminum, the G10, whatever you get, they are just Bruiser knives. They are meant to work, and it's the knife that I'll grab if I know I'm going to be needing a hard use knife. So excuse me, I'm going to sneeze here in a second. Oh, thought it was. I'll end it quick. I've got a little bit of a cold. I don't want to be sneezing on camera because I don't have to worry about trying to edit it out. But guys, Strider SnG, if you're on the fence, give it a go, because guess what? You won't be out the money. If you buy one and find you don't like it, you could probably sell it for more than you bought it for. It's just one of those crazy knives that in the world of Strider, you know, they hold their value. These knives hold their value, and usually if you want to, you can make a little bit of money on them. And it happens all the time. You'll see guys post up right after the drop, after they've received their knives, trying to sell them for $100, $150 more than you could have got them in the drop. It's just a great knife to carry, and I prefer, honestly, I prefer the aluminum gunner grip to the G10. That's just me. Some guys I know prefer the G10, but that's the nice thing. There's a lot of different variations out there, so you can always pick up the one that's going to work for you and you're going to like the best. So there you go, guys. Strider SnG 1 month carry review update, whatever. I just want to let you know how it was, and it is definitely a hard use bruiser of a knife. That's the best way to describe it. See, I've got a little bit of, actually I think that's not rust, because I just coated this blade a couple weeks ago. That's actually, there we go, it just rubbed off. It was, I had something red in my pocket. Can't remember what it was, a piece of cardboard or something, that, whatever. I had something red in my pocket, a red piece of cardboard, and rubbed off on there. But yeah, definitely a hard use knife. But if you get the, and depending on what kind of steel you get, and you know, the PSF 27, it's a little bit more prone to corrosion, especially when they do the Tiger Stripe blade. But what's kind of cool about Strider is he uses a lot of different steels. So, you know, you might be able to get a drop and maybe it's not a steel you prefer. Well, you can usually trade for something else or just wait. But I do know he's been using the PSF 27, I've noticed, has been in a lot of drops recently, but he's used other steels too. So, and I'm not a super steel snob, so I don't really care. I mean, if it dulls out quicker or whatever, get it sharpened, no big deal to me. But yeah, I'm gonna quit rambling and just let it go there. But the SNG, guys, it is a beast, and I don't think you'll be disappointed. So thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later.